Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are going to tackle some of the most essential tools that can totally make or break your sound. We're going to demystify the whole world of sound cards, audio interfaces, and mixers, so by the end of this, you'll know exactly what you need. So let me ask you this. Are you just sick and tired of that annoying background hiss? Or maybe that weird lag between when you speak and when you actually hear it in your headphones? Or maybe your recordings, they just sound kinda flat. They don't have that professional punch. Trust me, you are not alone.
But here's the good news. Getting great audio isn't some kind of magic or a secret art form. Nope. It really just comes down to understanding and choosing the right piece of hardware for what you want to do. And that is exactly what we're going to figure out right now.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with the big picture, the quest for clear sound. Then we're going to break down each of our three key tools, the sound card, the audio interface, and the mixer. And we'll wrap it all up by helping you figure out which one is the perfect fit for your setup. Let's do it.
So let's just start with our shared goal here. Every single creator, whether you're a podcaster, a musician, a streamer, you're on this exact same quest to get past all the technical frustrations and finally achieve audio that is clean, clear, and just impactful.
All right, let's kick things off with the default starting point. This is the piece of gear that pretty much everyone already has, even if you don't realize it. I'm talking about the sound card. So what is it? Well, it's this little chip that lives on your computer's motherboard, and it's responsible for basically everything you hear. It takes all the digital ones and zeros from your computer and turns them into the analog sound that actually comes out of your speakers or headphones.
And you can see there's a really clear trade-off here. The pros, it's all about convenience. It's built right in, and it handles the basics just fine. But the cons? Well, that's what really matters for creators. The quality is usually pretty low. You have very limited inputs, and because it's inside the computer with all the other electronics, it's super prone to electrical noise. Yep, that's that frustrating hiss we all hate.
So the bottom line is pretty simple. A sound card is perfectly fine for everyday stuff. Listening to music, casual video calls, basic gaming. But the second you want to create high-quality audio, you are going to hit its limits fast.
And that brings us perfectly to the next level. For anyone who is serious about their sound, this right here is the essential upgrade, the audio interface.
The best way to think about an audio interface is as a dedicated, external, professional-grade sound card. It has one job and one job only, to get high-quality audio into and out of your computer. And let me tell you, it does that job exceptionally well. And just look at these features. This is why it's such a game changer. First off, you get way superior sound quality from better parts. You get low latency, which kills that distracting delay in your headphones that can totally throw you off when you're recording. You get professional inputs, like those big, sturdy 3-pin XLR ports for high-quality mics. It also gives you something called phantom power, which is just a little bit of voltage you need to run those really sensitive studio condenser mics. And a lot of them even have MIDI ports, so you can plug in keyboards or synthesizers right into your computer.
I mean, when you put them side by side, the difference is it's stark. For quality, you go from basic, often noisy sound to high-fidelity, crystal-clear audio. For connectivity, you're upgrading from those little 3.5mm headphone jacks to professional XLR and MIDI ports. And for control, you go from fumbling with software settings to having dedicated physical knobs right at your fingertips. It's a whole new world.
This basically makes the audio interface the go-to tool for pretty much any solo creator. So if you're recording music, if you're hosting a podcast, live streaming with a pro mic, or building a home studio, this is your new best friend. Seriously.
But what if you need to handle more than just one or two inputs? Well, that brings us to our third tool, the mixer. Think of this as the command center for any complex audio setup.
At its core, a mixer does exactly what the name suggests. It takes in a bunch of different audio sources, we're talking microphones, instruments, computers, and lets you mix them all together into one final output.
Now, mixers come in two main flavors. You got your analog mixers, which are all about direct, hands-on control with physical knobs and faders. These are awesome for simple live sound setups where you need to make quick adjustments on the fly. Then you have digital mixers, which often pack in advanced features like built-in effects and can be controlled by software, giving you just incredible flexibility for studio work or really complex routing.
See, the real power of a mixer lies in its scale and its flexibility. You can manage a whole band's worth of microphones and instruments, make adjustments in real time, and send different audio mixes to different places. And here's a huge one. Many can operate completely on their own, without a computer, which makes them absolutely perfect for live events.
So you need a mixer when your setup just gets complex. Think of a live band or a podcast with 4 different hosts who all need their own microphone. Or maybe a big event where you're managing sound for the stage and a live stream at the same time. That's mixer territory.
Okay, we've looked at all 3 tools. Now, for the most important part, let's put this all together and create the blueprint for your ideal audio setup.
This is the big question, isn't it? The one that really matters. Let's break it down into a super simple guide.
This table really puts it all together nicely. If you're the casual user, hey, the built-in sound card is all you need. Its key feature is that, well, it's already there. If you're the solo creator, the podcaster, the musician, the streamer, the audio interface is your essential tool. Its key feature is superior A to D conversion. That's analog to digital. It just does a much, much cleaner job of turning your voice or your instrument into a digital signal. And finally, if you're the live performer, a band or an event manager, the mixer gives you that real-time, hands-on control you need to juggle all those inputs at once.
And if there is one central idea to take away from all of this, it's this right here. For the vast majority of creators looking to level up their audio, the audio interface truly is the heart of a modern home studio. It's that crucial link between your ideas and a professional-sounding result.
Ultimately, just understanding these tools is the first and most important step. Investing in the right piece of gear for your specific needs is going to absolutely elevate what you create. It's time to stop letting bad audio get in the way of your message.
So, I'm curious, what are you using right now? And what are you maybe planning to upgrade to? Let us know your go-to audio setup down in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me.